a software entrepreneur. I've been working in the construction space for the last 35 years. I've been responsible for a number of companies in that time. Those include Coins, which is probably the world's largest construction ERP vendor now, construction specific. More recently, I was the CEO at Conject, which was a business based in Munich, but with offices in Vienna and also London and the Middle East and various other places. I was at an exhibition in Dublin called SaaStock, and I bumped into Ibrahim and Zander at that exhibition, and we got to chatting, and we were chatting about the nature of your business, the nature of PlanRadar, and I said, well, I think I might have some interesting background in a similar area, and we got to talking about it, and it turned out that we had a bit of a meeting of minds. I liked what the guys were doing. I'm very impressed with the product, and eventually got hooked, really, I guess, the same as everyone else that works here. So for me it was a happy accident. I feel it's an area that I can add some value to, so I agreed when the guys kindly asked me to join the board and see what I can do to help. The UK is not dissimilar from the rest of the world, actually. My career has been quite varied in terms of the countries that I've worked in. And I think everyone's got the same problem. I think construction technology is an area of great interest. People are very interested in digitising the construction industry. But I think that the technology that's out there today is quite old by and large. Many of the businesses that I've worked with are 15, 20 plus years old, and the technology reflects that. So I think the market's really ready for something which is new and fresh. We've got a whole raft of younger people coming into the industry that are used to working with very visual, simple to use, clean applications, ones that integrate with other applications that are not very prescriptive and that work with the apps that they're used to working with. And that I think is where PlanRadar comes in. Having looked at it, it's fresh, it's simple, there's not really any training, it's very easy to get to grips with. And I think the market needs that. And in terms of the specifics, at the moment, the product is really focused on managing defects in the construction process. And without trying to do some kind of mime impression, it's difficult to explain it. It does that in a very intuitive and simple way. I don't think it's an area that's very well served. There haven't really been any significant players in that space. So I think there's a great opportunity for us to complement the existing suppliers by delivering something that people can just use, and it can add real value in the construction process quickly and easily. I think certainly people in the UK appreciate a lot of what happens in the DACH region. We're all driving around in German cars and so on, and I think there is a different philosophical approach to engineering. And I think that reflects in the products that get produced. As I said, I was the CEO at Conject for many years, and got a great insight into the way products are built. And I just think that there is a difference. The products are crisp and clean, they work really well, they're very performant, very reliable. So yeah, I do think there's a kind of philosophical difference there. But in terms of what needs to be done, there isn't really any difference. Everybody has the same problem. If you can resolve the issue around defects and fix them quickly and efficiently, then it contributes to the productivity of the construction industry generally, and to the satisfaction of clients. Yeah, I have no doubt it will work, otherwise I wouldn't be involved and I wouldn't be putting my name to it. So yeah, I do think it's a transformative technology. I think people are going to have to get their minds around it. It's different, but I do think it will work, and I do think it will make a significant contribution. And I think that's because the technology landscape is now starting to change. Progress is being made in the area of digitisation. People understand that there is value to be had there. And it's funny, you say it's not a technologically advanced industry, but actually, construction projects routinely make use of very, very advanced technology using, satellite-based positioning systems, scanning site progress with lasers, making 3D models. Actually, it's a technologically very advanced industry. Strangely, however, there are parts of it which are not well digitised. So, we handle a bunch of processes that are not well dealt with currently, but we think we've identified the processes that can make a significant difference in terms of profitability, productivity, customer satisfaction, just by doing them better. And using some of the modern technologies. We do work with AI and we do integrate with BIM and all these things, but fundamentally it's just about dealing with processes in a much more efficient, modern way.